Hey guys, so I've been absolutely swamped this week. Like, it's been bad. But I still wanted to get a video out, so I just decided I'm gonna just film myself painting and chat a little bit. I did have one comment asking how I paint my corn berserkers, so why not? So in this video, I'll be showing y'all how I paint my world eaters. Let's just get right into it. So I start off priming with a Chaos Black spray, and then go ahead and paint all the main sections of the armor with Mephiston Red. I do need to say this is my first time ever filming myself painting, so the cinematography is very sketchy 90% of the time. I kept forgetting I was making a video and would like move the mini completely out of the camera range, so just give me a little bit of grace here. Also, the focus gets weird sometimes. My phone really likes to focus on my hands, but yeah, that's not great. Once all those sections were covered well, which usually takes me like 2 layers, I do the trim using Rune Lord Brass. I've seen that some people like to do the trim first and then the main sections, but personally, I've tried both, and I just enjoy doing the trim second more. Either way, I have to clean up a lot of mess because I have horrible brush control, but that's just what's better for me. Next up, I paint all of the skulls on the model with some wraith bone. This step is pretty simple, but usually takes a few layers given that it's like painting a white on black. Moving on quickly, I do the silver sections on the gun and axe using lead belcher. I also use this for like the little exhaust vent thruster things on the back of the pack. I gotta say, painting these guys has been one of the few bright spots in my days recently. Like, I'm always bogged down with my engineering work, so just being able to sit down and forget about all that while watching YouTube or something has been pretty nice. Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating how much work I had, given that I actually have time to paint, but you get what I'm saying. Right now, I'm just grinding to get a lot of stuff done before I get to do fun stuff like going to Japan later this year. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I've told y'all that, but I am going to Japan. I might vlog parts of it and upload it here, so let me know if y'all would be interested in that. Okay, but moving on from that, it's time to paint the exposed skin. Honestly, I have no clue how to paint skin correctly. My method is just a paint then a wash. I start with some Rakarth flesh, which makes him really pasty white. I currently do not have enough money to afford my army to have any racial diversity, so there's just gonna have to be a bunch of white guys for now. Not this white though, don't worry, the wash will fix that a little bit. But hey, you should totally subscribe so I can buy more paints for different skin colors. Once that's done, I neaten up the black sections using Abaddon Black, then dry brush some lead belcher on a few sections using an old messed up brush. I do this for the thruster areas of the jump pack, the chain, and some pipes, and on the black parts of the gun. I feel like this gives a darker worn metal look and I really like it. I actually also do it on the holster, even though that makes 0 sense since it's supposed to be leather, but I'm the one who paid an unnecessary amount of money on these tiny plastic models, so I can do what I want. Next, I just make sure to fix the red and brass wherever I accidentally got any other paints on it. This is important for the next step where I put a bunch of washes on. First up, I gotta make sure that pasty skin is at least a little bit darker, so I throw some Reikland Flesh Shade on. I try to make sure it doesn't pull up very much, but in the end it's still kind of messy. Someday I'll learn how to actually paint flesh well. Moving on to the red sections, I use Berserker Bloodshade to darken that bright red a little and give it a little bit more dimension. I applied this one pretty liberally and let it really settle toward the edges by the trim. After that, we have the final wash, Agrax Earthshade. I put this on basically everything else. It gives it a more worn look that I really like and adds a little bit of grime. Next, we have my least favorite section, the eyes. I'm horrible at painting such small details. I always have to do so much cover-up work, and even after I do, it's not that great of a job. But I just throw some Corax white on there and try my best with my smallest brush. After that, I take some Cabalite green? I'm honestly not sure how to pronounce it, but I paint over the white and it's usually pretty sloppy. I just get some more Rune Lord brass and cover up whatever mistakes I made. Obviously, since this is a World Eater, I have to add some blood. I just use some blood for the Blood God and throw it all over his chain axe. I do have another Berserker that I did not at all paint like a normal World Eater, and I put blood pretty much all over him, which was pretty fun, but I usually like to keep it a little bit more limited. Finally, we gotta do the base. So I'm currently very limited with my basing. I started off doing these guys very simple, and because I want them to all fit together, I have to continue doing the same. I'm definitely going to switch it up when I start my Imperial Fists, but I use Armageddon Dust and really slop it on there and leave it pretty lumpy. I kind of waste a lot of it, but I also have a lot of it because it came both the Infernus Marine Starter Pack and the Tools Pack, I think, so I can waste a little bit. I did edge highlight the red using a mix of Corax White and Mephiston Red, but it seems I either forgot to film it or lost the footage. Oh well. That usually takes a while to dry, so I had to move on to a bunch of schoolwork and didn't come back until like a day later because it got really busy. But it was dry, so I moved on to dry brushing some Wraithbone to add a little bit of definition. But then I messed up big time. Yeah, you may have seen that, but I did not somehow. I just continued painting. I genuinely don't know how it took me so long to realize. I feel like I've just been getting dumber and dumber recently. I mean, you can tell how stupid I felt when I just froze looking at it. Well, after I took a break to clean that waste of paint up, I continued dry brushing. I feel like doing this makes it feel a little bit better than just leaving a basic dirt base, but it still isn't my favorite. I decided I'm going to paint my Imperial Fist with a snowy and icy base because I think that'll look cool. Final step, of course, is just neatening up the base with a little Abaddon black. After that, we are finally finished and have another Khorne Berserker to add to the lineup. I think I did pretty well with this one despite hiccups, and I really like how it turned out. So let me know if you enjoyed this video and whether or not you want me to make more like it in the future. I mean, if I do make another, it might be a bit because I'm not starting my Imperial Fists for a little bit. But I promise if I do make that video, I will film it a lot better. This was a lot of trial and error. It's my first time. Also, please like and subscribe. It helps a small creator like me out a lot. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.